Duke It Out Blue Devil Football Talk is brought to you by our great sponsors. We're live each Monday night at Walk-On Sports Bistro, located at the Avenue West Cobb, where Blue Devil fans can get 10% off dine-in meals. Thanks to our show sponsors, Marietta Toyota and Cawthorn, Owen and Sanders. We appreciate WellStar Pediatric Orthopedics and Dr. Albert Pendleton for their support of our student athletes. Wings on Wheels sponsors our Wow Fan of the Week and keeps our crew fed on Friday nights. Shirt Shanty hooks us up with our new Blue Devil News shirts. Support these partners who support Blue Devil football. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Duke It Out, Blue Devil Football Talk with Coach Cameron Duke. I'm your host, Ted Mayer. We're coming to you from the set of Good Morning Marietta on the campus of Marietta High School. Let's bring in Coach Cameron Duke. Coach, how you doing?
Feeling good, Ted.
All right, you should be feeling good, absolutely. Okay, team goes on the road. Once again, another road test for the Blue Devils, going over to Walton. They're a big team. They're in the past, they've been a good rival.
Yeah, it's been a great rival. Region runner-up last year. And great environment for high school ball at their place for their homecoming.
It was their homecoming. Well, let's jump right into the highlights. Okay, so you make the road trip over to Walton. You have bring your team out, and you're very inspired, and you could tell in the warm-ups the athletes were coming out onto the field, and they were inspired. There wasn't any lollygagging around. You had them on point this week.
Yeah, I think the whole week of practice leading up to the game was really a great week. Our guys, I thought, prepared all week. There was a lot of excitement, a chance to play a great team on the road, a region matchup, in a program that has been very successful, played for a state title a couple years back. So we were excited about the opportunity, a beautiful night for football. We were white on white. The guys were excited about the uniforms, and I thought they looked great.
That was real crisp. I tell you what, the white helmets do it, Coach.
Yeah, it was.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a good look, and we were excited. I thought, again, the week of practice was really special. We had great energy from the start.
Absolutely. Was there special preparation for this week?
Well, it was a good team. We're a talented bunch. I thought they were good in all three phases. We knew we had to have a great week of practice. I told them I believe the team that had the best week of practice was going to be the team that would win the game Friday, and I don't know how they practiced, but I know that we had a really great week. Really kind of been one of our mottos is to renew our mind daily, and I thought they did that each day this week as we prepared for a really tough opponent on the road region matchup.
Sure. And I mentioned to Cecil Copeland, who's a photographer with the Marietta Daily Journal, that shot just a moment ago, zooming out from the moon. I said, a bad moon rising over Raider Valley. But you won the coin toss and defer,
right,
and you're coming onto the field, and the guys were certainly ready to go.
Yeah, they were excited. They were fired up. I'm so proud of our community and fan base. They traveled really well.
It was a good crowd.
Yeah, it was rocking, and I thought we had a great crowd there for us.
Okay, so Walton gets the ball first, and once again, your defense makes another stop, a play by Hill. He makes the stop, Hill, and then a tackle here coming up by Merrick Ham.
Great game. I thought our defensive line played hard. We had our work cut out for us, containing their quarterback, number 4.
And here's a trick play. They're on a punt, and they hit the up back. Actually, the up back comes to under center and then just drives the ball
Good little
forward.
play designed by them, to show punt. You can't line something up over the center, then to go up there and quarterback sneak it was a good play design.
And here's Peacock with a run for the first touchdown.
And again, that's a talented young man. Him taking a zone read out the left side and scoring. We knew that we had our work cut out for us to be able to contain him.
Absolutely. And here comes a nice return for you from Matavius Ross.
Yeah, Marty Ross, what a great return. Give us good field position. We knew special teams were going to be critical tonight. We had to win special teams, and that's a winning play right there.
Absolutely. And Jordan Adams here with a nice run around the left side.
Jordan Adams keeps getting better and better and better. He had over 100 yards tonight against Walton, and again, great run on an early down to get us into, plus territory.
Beautiful pass to Archie here.
Yep, with a guy on him, another Brody Archie, another guy just continuing to get better, making tough catches.
And here comes the TD right to Samaj Anderson in your living room, right there in the
contested catch to tie the ball game. That was big.
And his defender was taller.
Yeah,
so he out-jumped him.
He did, and the quarterback gave him an opportunity to make a play. It wasn't an overthrow. Gave him an opportunity to make a play on a little snag concept, and he does. And I just, this is another one. I'm just so proud of our whole group. We are continuing to get better, I think, week in and week out. Samaj Anderson with a big catch to tie the game.
Extra point is good, and it's 7-7 still in the first quarter. Walton passes here and comes up short once again.
Yeah, Dante Young on the tackle. Again, our secondary, we knew we were going to have to play well for us to win. I thought they did.
Nice stop by DeVan Plummer on the defense.
Van Plummer, when you want to watch a guy play hard, watch DeVan Plummer. He plays hard all night.
And here comes a punt.
Yep.
And
Elijah Green on the return.
Elijah Green, yes, on the return, and he's trying to get some extra yards, and unfortunately just got hit in the right spot.
Yep, it was an aggressive play. He's trying to make a play. We had a great conversation after that. I was proud of his response. It was something, you can't put the ball on the ground there, but he was trying to make a play.
Absolutely. And a nice tackle by Alec Huff there.
Who was all over the place, had 13 tackles on the night.
Absolutely. Okay, that ends the first half. Tied at 7-7. You got to be feeling good about yourself, and it was pink out for the
I think that was first quarter, 7-7.
First quarter, excuse me, 7-7.
Yep.
And this is pink out. The student section showed up. They were ready to go.
Yeah, they were rocking.
They were rocking.
And again, thank you for the students and all of our families and community that came out. Big return again.
By Urquhart.
Yep. Braylon Urquhart, who bubbled the snap, but gets a big return again. It gets us in good field position.
Here's Jordan Adams, and boom. And you're going to get a play right there on the right side, a little
personal foul.
Extracurricular, and got you some extra yards, Coach.
Yeah, great job not retaliating right there. And then, Elijah Green right into your living room, as you say.
There we go. Here it is.
Big post route for a touchdown to tie the game.
Absolutely.
And, I cannot talk highly about that young man. Here's somebody that put the ball on the ground on the punt return, didn't want to, was trying to make a play, doesn't let them define him.
Absolutely.
Responds in a positive way, big touchdown. And had a big night. If you were there, number 8 had himself a
Absolutely.
night.
Absolutely. And Coach, we're checking out your jumping skills
oh,
here.
Oh, no.
All right. We're going to sign you up for the dunk contest for the NBA.
Oh,
How's
good.
That?
No.
Okay.
Vertical used to be a little better
all
than
good.
that.
14-14 in the second quarter now. And once again, get a touchback. And here's Walton and Merrick Ham once again with the hurry and is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, great job by Merrick with the quarterback pressure. And again, you see our defense fighting and playing well. And again,
and
this is
there's
a
Morris
talented.
and Solomon right there on the double team tackle.
Yep, Jude Morris with a great tackle, played hard. I thought he played well all night, our nickel.
Absolutely. And here's an incomplete pass, Alec Huff covering.
Yep, and again, Alec was all over the field. Truly a leader for us on the defense side of the ball.
Teams would trade possessions, and here's a tackle by Huff, Walton down deep in their territory, in the Blue Devil territory, rather.
Yeah, and again, I thought Walton has a talented group offensively, able to run and pass the football effectively. So they're driving here.
They are driving.
And it's tie game.
That's right. Yes.
Big play coming up right there.
Yep.
Bang.
And fumble, but they do recover the fumble.
Yep, great job by Merrick Ham and our defensive line getting pressure. You see Jude Morris right there as well. That was third down, and we push them back.
Right.
And they get it back, but that's big.
Right, and the missed field goal.
We
right
hold
there.
them to a long field goal. They miss it. Right. And Ted, every point mattered this game.
You know that's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, we get move along in the possession. Marietta goes 4 and out, and then Walton gets the ball back again and broken up once again.
Yeah, I think the fumble.
Pass, and that's a fumble.
Fumble was actually caused by our safety. Look at our secondary, man. They're
pumped up, aren't they?
Yeah, but that was big. We kept the game tied going in. But
now we're at halftime.
Max Turner was the one that caused the fumble.
Right.
And so Max Turner with a big fumble calls to be able to stop that drive and to keep the game tied 14-14 going into half.
Absolutely. So you got a little talking to do, but not too bad. Everything's all even. So you go in and talk to your kids at halftime. So we'll take a look at the second half highlights right after this.
In Marietta, football is everything. The commitment to showing up and putting in the hard work, the bond with your team and your teammates, and the support from a community that calls Marietta home. At Marietta Toyota, we share that same spirit. delivering sales, service, maintenance, and genuine parts you can trust. With vehicles built to take you to the field every Friday night. Marietta Toyota. We've been here. We're going to be here for you.
Welcome back to Duke It Out, Blue Devil Football Talk with Coach Cameron Duke. Okay, Coach, it's the second half. What do you tell your team?
Told them we had the momentum. Big defensive stop there at the end. Tie game on the road. I thought our guys had played really well. We knew that if we win the second half, win the game. That's where you want to be, Ted.
And your fans are jacked up.
Yep, I thought our fans were ready to roll. Our players were in a good mood. We had a couple adjustments we wanted to make, both sides of the ball, and clean up some penalties, but we were in a good spot.
Nice pass here.
Yeah, it's a good screen right there to Landon Mannery. We moved the football, but then we have to punt our first drive.
That's okay. And here's Alec Huff with a very nice tackle.
Telling you, man, like watching him play is just inspirational.
It is, isn't it? And there's DeVan Plummer. Oh,
yep.
He didn't go anywhere. I think that's Veazey. He didn't go anywhere.
Unbelievable game. 9 tackles by DeVan Plummer. Was all over the field with incredible, relentless effort.
And here's just a long pass. Probably not much you could do about
this.
Brother
to brother right there from the Walton players.
Yeah,
and
the Peacock guys. Yep.
Miss coverage, just miscommunication, explosive play by them. We knew that was going to happen. One's a really talented player. And again, being down 21-14, we didn't flinch, Ted. We did not flinch.
Did not flinch. Coach, I kind of thought this might have been just a little bit of the turning of the tide right here for you.
Yeah.
You pin them down at the 3, and then they can't go anywhere. You got the Peacock slips and falls, and then after he slips and falls, you have I believe there's a penalty not long after this, and they wind up punting.
Right. That's what we call a winning edge play. Being able to pin them inside the 10 on a big punt and be able to hold them out when we needed to stop.
Made him think about that pass.
Yep.
Okay, so you get the ball back.
Yeah, and we started figuring some stuff out in the run game, and you're going to see Titus Grant.
Titus Grant a couple of times here.
Look how hard he's running.
Unbelievable.
And being able to run the football effectively, move the chains. We were playing with really good tempo. We're down 21-7. Look at that broken tackle by Jordan Adams.
Absolutely.
And we're moving the football.
Got hammered right there, but that's okay.
Yep, but we're starting to kind of ground and pound a little bit, something we want to be able to do, play with good tempo. Again, watching the pad level, watching the piles move. There's some toughness displayed on this drive, and I love it.
You're inside the 5 right here. And one more time to Titus Grant.
Yep, gets around the edge.
There we go, right there. Hits the pylon.
Finds a corner edge on buck sweep, gets in the end zone, tie the game, and think about that. That's complimentary football. We have to punt, big special teams play, big defensive stop, be able to take the ball, march down the field, run the rock. And Ted, you need to be able to run the rock on the road.
Absolutely.
That's critical. The run game travels, and it traveled Friday. And for us to be able to go down and tie the game was big.
A little bit.
We should have blocked that.
It was so close.
We tipped it. It was right there. We're going to continue to work on that. We had a great call by our special team staffs, Coach Weaver, Coach Vandergriff, Coach Gookie, and to say, hey, we got the block. And we were right there. We tipped it. We're going to work on it. We actually kind of ran by it for a big block.
Now we're going to go into the fourth quarter. You're still tied 21-all.
Yep. 21-all, fourth quarter, on the road, they take the lead.
Yep.
A lot of teams, 8.5 minutes, a lot of teams are panicked and nervous. And I'm telling you, our guys weren't. And I'm just so proud of that. Our coaches have done a great job. Our young men. Yep. There was belief.
Mm-hmm. And here comes a completion to Samaj Anderson.
Yep.
And gets you into Walton's zone, that's for sure.
And what you see is that right when he caught that ball, he got hit. So he was able to hold on to the ball on a big first down. And right here, again, outside stretch. You see great perimeter blocking, a broken tackle.
And he gives you the fight on right there.
There you go. Tying the game, big PAT by Cole.
Extra point, absolutely.
Hey, every point mattered.
That's the truth, Coach. That's the truth. Speaking the truth. Okay, Walton would get the ball and then would exchange some possessions here. Now we have a nice handoff to Jordan Adams.
I thought we were going to go
midway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we got to drive together. I thought we were going to be able to put one in together.
Unfortunately, you had to punt. Once again, Coach, your special teams comes through. This is a 7-10 split on the roll of this ball.
Right.
Stops inside the 10-yard line.
Again, another what we call winning edge play on the punt by the punt unit. Be able to pin them deep and make them go the length of the field.
Once again, Peacock quarterback is rushed, and look who's chasing him.
Look at that effort. Look at that effort.
Ham and Huff.
Yep, Ham and Huff, and just the effort, man. And that's what you are so proud to see as a coach. Are you going to fight to the end? Are you going to give everything you got to the end?
Walton would go on and punt, and you'd get the ball back. And here's a nice pass to completion to Green.
Yep, little bench route outside. Moving the football. We knew that if we could get inside about the 35, we had a chance for a field goal. We couldn't. Bobbled a snap there late. They get a chance for a Hail Mary.
Late in the game, here's a Hail Mary, and you've got nearly everybody there.
Yeah, we practice this. It's called Victory D.
Okay.
It's our prevent defense, beat everyone back. Number 2 is about 6'4", 6'5". You know, that ball was up there for a while, but we practiced it. Great job by our defensive staff getting our guys in position to be able to make the play and stop the Hail Mary at the end.
And they won the toss. Walton did win the toss, and you're going on offense first. It didn't take long, Coach.
Yep, second play of our drive, from the 15. We had Elijah Green on a crosser off a naked. We had a little Y corner concept. Quarterback throws a great ball. Elijah makes a catch to take the lead in the first overtime. Great throw, great catch. Really good job by our offensive line. Again, a team play, team offensive play to get the score.
Extra point is good. Cole Baumgartner kicks it through.
Yeah, every point matters.
Every point does, especially in overtime, Coach, because you never know because you can't get them back.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't have a second chance. Here you go. And
Clutch.
Carson Snipes with a beautiful hold and a snap by Grant Abercrombie, and fantastic. Walton gets the ball into this second part of the first overtime.
Yep.
And again, it didn't take them long either.
No, they run a good little concept here. They put the tailback on what I call a little pipe route. Linebacker's there, just one step behind. Quarterback makes a nice throw. They catch it. It's a hard concept to cover. We had it covered. Good call by our defensive staff. Just one step, good ball, good play by them.
Okay, second overtime. Walton gets the ball. You're still on defense. Nice tackle by Plummer here.
Yeah, and our defensive guys were ready to continue to go out there and fight. And watch them rally to the ball here.
Yep.
Watch them rally to the ball.
Short of the line to gain, Coach.
Yep,
They
look at
stopped him on third down.
There's about 9 hats right there.
It's fantastic.
Effort. Second overtime. Playing with that kind of motor and intensity, man, that's what you want to see.
Walton gets a second chance at a field goal. This time it's, I think, from 24 yards.
Yeah, so we hold them out of the end zone, so they elect to kick a field goal.
Right.
That's a big stop and
choice.
win for our defense and for us as a team.
They had no choice. All right, Coach, now you're going to get possession and a nice sweep to Green.
Yep, we go a little
Runs on the
overload
left
jet
side.
sweep, get about 5 yards. He presses the corner, does a good job protecting the football. We now know that if we score, we can win.
Absolutely.
Kick a field goal to tie.
All right, Coach, here you go. Here's your chance. And here it is. 2 safeties converge, and there's the touchdown.
Catching traffic. Look at this. That's a special moment for us as
Yes,
a program
sir.
this year.
Yes, sir.
Our quarterback, Jaden Whiteside, there's a rusher that comes off the edge. They bring a blitz off the edge. He avoids him. He makes a miss. He keeps his eyes downfield. Everybody probably thought he was going to run. He finds Elijah Green in the middle of the field on our snag concept. Throws it's a strike.
Slow-mo here, threaded the needle. Look at that, right between the 2 defenders. There were 3 defenders right there, Coach.
And to make the catch. And look, you know what I love? Look how excited our guys are. They're excited, and they're excited for each other.
Right.
They know him. They know his story. They know everything about he's had to go through this year, and I think they're so excited for him to make that play. It was a special night for us all around, but for Elijah Green with the game winner was awesome, and an incredible throw by our quarterback, Jaden Whiteside.
Tough loss for Walton, but a great win for the Blue Devils, and now you're not only in the passenger, you're in the front seat of the region right now. And the athletes are just they're excited. They're just overjoyed. I'm sure it was a tough effort, tough week of practice. You had them on point, and the beautiful alma mater here by the band.
Yeah.
And they serenaded the football team and the cheerleaders, and even some of the fans stuck around, which I like to see. Not everybody got up and left right after. They hung around for just a moment to take a look and listen and be part of the moment.
True community win, right? Cheerleading band. Our fans, community, we're all in this thing together. That's what makes Marietta special, is our community and everybody involved. And so for them to be there to the end, thank you. Thank you to our cheerleaders, thank you to our band, thank you to our parents and fans that were there. And I'll tell you this, Ted, hats off to Walton. That's a good ball club. They fought to the end, well coached, and so hats off to them as well, and wish them the best the rest of the way.
Absolutely. And 2 evenly matched teams, for sure. That's why it went to 2 overtimes.
Yep. And again, we knew it could come down to a play, 1 play, 2 plays. We knew that all week, kind of told our guys that all week. They practiced with that intensity that is needed. And I love seeing our guys celebrate with each other and with our community and just see the joy on their face after a hard-fought game. And we were able to fortunately come out on top. And again, it's one of those deals that either team could have, and I'm very grateful that Marietta did, and I'm grateful for our team and our senior leadership. That's really special.
Absolutely. Coach, I have the fortunate opportunity of being on the field when you have your post-game chat with the team. I'm very grateful for that, and thank you for the opportunity for letting me kind of get a peek behind the curtain, so to speak.
Yeah, we always want our community, our families, everyone that's there to be able to hear how we communicate and share with our guys. We want, we want to build our program on love and for guys. And that's when things are good and when things aren't as good. And we always welcome you, Ted, and our community there when we have a chance to communicate with our team post game.
Well, on behalf of the community and myself, thank you very much for that opportunity. So let's take a listen to what Coach said after the game.
I was proud of you no matter what took place tonight. I was proud of you. We were proud of you. We talked about it all week. But there are times in a season and times in a program where the character of a team shows up in a mighty way. Now, it's been shown all week. It's been shown for a long time. Right? People know that we believe in you. We believe in each other. I told you love and toughness, what we're trying to build the program on. Love and toughness, man. And that's a character win. That's a character win on the road against a good football team, man. I am so proud of you. And it ain't the score. It's because of the fight and the effort and the competitive spirit that you had no matter what. Everybody was here, man, goes, that team loves each other. They kept fighting, they kept their heads up and down, you kept your head up. There's love in this program, man. I am so proud of you. And it wasn't because of the score, it wasn't because winning last second. And I didn't care, I already knew you battled your tails off to the end. But also you've done it all week. You've done it the whole season. You did it in the summer, you did it in the spring. Character shows up. Who you are shows up in hard times. Being 0-4, it showed up. You didn't flinch. And to come out and go win 3 region games in a row and get a big one on the road, character, it's who you are. It's who God created you to be. A spirit without fear, but one of power, love, and self-discipline. Man, that was on display. Golly, and I am so proud. I will finish. Coach Joyce, you're right here.
Yeah! Hey, I got it. Hey, look here. Hey, proud of y'all. That was a blue collar effort right there, and that's one way to ruin somebody homecoming. Go on there,
Jackson. 5 times tonight we were down. 5, and every single time.
All right, Coach. Very inspirational and celebratory for sure.
Yeah, it was one of those moments that I'll never forget, and so many people that made that night happen. But most importantly, I'm just so proud of our players and our coaches and our community for the support throughout the season and for a special night at Walton.
Very good. All right, Coach. Thank you for that. We'll be right back after this.
You don't have to face tough legal challenges alone. At Carson, Owen & Sanders, we're Atlanta's caring lawyers, fighting relentlessly for your family, your future, your rights. Whether it's divorce and family law, estate planning, personal injury, or education and employment matters, our experienced team puts you first. Recognized for our community service and backed by decades of legal excellence. Contact Carson, Owen & Sanders today for a confidential consultation.
Welcome back to Duke It Out. All right, Coach, let's take a look at our offensive and defensive players of the week.
Which one you want to go with?
Let's go with the offensive player, and it's Elijah Green. What do you think?
I think that's a good one.
Okay.
Elijah Green, offensive player of the week, 4 catches, 85 yards, 3 touchdowns, the game winner.
Game winner.
But here's what it's so awesome is he's battled all year. He is someone that I love and our team loves, and he's a warrior. And for him to have the game shows his perseverance and really shows his character. He's a senior receiver, someone that is leading our team and has gotten better every week. And I'm just so proud of him in so many ways. But big night, 4 catches, 85 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the game winner.
That's
Special
pretty
teams.
darn good,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, your defensive player of the week, and it could be a number of people. You could almost go into a bucket and pull out any name.
There's a lot, and there's so many guys. I mean, guys that played really well. Alec Huff, Devan Plummer, Derek Jenkins at nose played really good. Max Turner, Jameen Solomon. I could go on the list. Jude Morris. But the one that I'm going to name Defensive Player of the Week is Caleb Graham,
right.
Number 3 corner. They were very talented receiver. And he graded out over a 90%. How grades work is a play is either it's a plus or a minus for every play. And he graded well over 90% at defensive back. Had very few catches. His stat, he doesn't have a huge stat line, but that's really good for a corner. a lot of times when you don't hear their name called. He did have 4 tackles, a pass breakup, and a quarterback hurry. Also tipped the punt on the block punt. Caleb Graham, really big night for us at corner, number 3.
Absolutely. And your special teams player?
There's a lot. I thought both.
Once again, everybody was on point.
Yeah, Cole Baumgartner was 4 for 4 on PAT field goal, and really 5 for 5, I should say, because we got the one in overtime. And then, I thought Davis Parrott did really great stuff on kickoffs and the punt game. But somebody who's an unsung hero for us as a team is Carson Snipes. Carson Snipes will snap for us. He will hold for us on PAT. There was one that was high that he got down. He
did.
Every point mattered, Ted.
Yes, sir.
And he got it down, and that was big. That will be something that a lot of people didn't know until you watch the film. He was down on all the coverage units. He is somebody who is a pillar of our program.
And that was a look at this week's Players of the Week, brought to you by Shirt Shanty. If you're looking for custom creations for your business or organization, head to shirtshanty.com, your hometown screen printer for over 50 years. We'll be right back after this quick break.
When you have more time being a person than a patient, it means more relationships, adventures, and traditions. Across Georgia, WellStar is helping people enjoy more of what they love by providing more care where they want it, with over 400 medical locations and 24/7 access online and over the phone. Because care that's wherever you are means more respect for who you are. At WellStar, it's more than healthcare, it's people care.
Now let's take a look at this week's Student Athletic Training Aid of the Week, brought to you by WellStar Pediatric Orthopedic and Sports Medicine and Dr. Albert Pendleton. Here's a closer look at Samina Alexander.
Hey Blue Devils, it's Charlotte Coleman back here with Coach Hop for the Student Athletic Training Aid of the Week.
How you doing, Charlotte?
Hi, great, how are you?
Good. Hey, our Student Athletic Training Aid of the Week this week is Samina Alexander. She's been with us since she was a sophomore. Does a fantastic job. She's a senior now. The beautiful thing about Samina is when she's here, stuff gets done. She comes on days when she doesn't have to be here. She comes extra time. We just know that things are going to get done. We don't have to worry about what's getting done after school. She comes in and everything just happens.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone new coming into the program, what would that piece of advice be?
Be mindful of like the time you have to put into sports med, because it's very time consuming, and just be mindful, open-minded, because it's new opportunities.
For sure.
She takes a leadership role and definitely sets a great example for our younger kids. Yep.
What's your favorite kind of event to work?
Definitely football, because we have more involvement, but I also like working baseball.
If you could describe Samina in one word, what would that word be?
One word. I was gonna go to reliable, dependable. I just, like I said, I don't worry about things when Samina's here. I completely know that when she's here, everything's getting done. It's really nice because we can focus on taking care of the athletes in the afternoon, and everything just happens and everything gets done and all the athletes are taken care of.
Okay, what do you think the most valuable thing you've learned from the program is?
To manage your time. That's the most valuable thing I've learned, definitely.
Thank you, Charlotte and Christian, for putting together that video. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, Blue. What you doing? Oh, watching highlights from last week's live stream? That's awesome. Hey, everybody. Be sure to download the Blue Devil app on Google Play or on the App Store. Just search Marietta Blue Devils and you'll find our app. It's your one-stop shop, your ultimate resource for all things Marietta athletics. Live streams of all of our sporting events at home, rosters, schedules, ticket sales, anything that you need is on the Blue Devil app. Download the Blue Devil app today on the App Store, Google Play, or using the QR code on the screen. Download it and be a true Blue Devil. Go Big Blue.
Now it's time for our Fan of the Week, brought to you by Wings on Wheels on Whitlock, right behind the racetrack. And this week's Fans of the Week will be the student section who made the trip to Walton. They dressed out in pink, they were loud, they were proud, and in the second overtime, the entire student section left the stands and went to the fence row on the other end of the field to cheer on our Blue Devils and give Walton all they could handle. Our student section is the WOW Fan of the Week, brought to you by Wings on Wheels on Whitlock. Coach, this week is going to be a challenge for sure. You have North Cobb and its homecoming for the Blue Devils. North Cobb comes in at 4-2 overall, and 2-0 in the region, although you're sitting atop the region right now at 3-0, and there is a common opponent in McEachern, and North Cobb did lose to McEachern.
Yeah, we're looking at a really, really good football team. They were region champs last year. Coach Queen has been doing this a long time. Him and his staff do a great job. Look, this is a really talented ball club. As we've broken down film, they're good in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams. I'm really glad that we got them at Northcutt. We're looking for some home field advantage this Friday. We're excited that it's homecoming. Welcome back all of our great alumni. It's going to be a beautiful night for football. It's two teams that are undefeated in the region. We're excited to be in this position. We have our work cut out for us, but our guys are preparing like crazy. Our staff is as well to go out and play our best football this Friday against a really talented North Cobb team. So we're excited. We're going to need incredible support. I know we'll get it. We have all year, and we look forward to the opportunity and challenge that sits in front of us against a very good and talented North Cobb football team.
Absolutely. And a great tidbit of information from the Walton game provided by Mark Woolard, our fantastic producer and statistician. This was the first overtime win by the Blue Devils since '06 as they played Kell.
Yeah, so that's the first time that we've won in overtime since '06. And his son,
19 years.
His son was the kicker.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, so shout out to the Woolard family and for everything that they do and the support. And Mark look at this, his incredible stats for us each and every week to be able to really dive in. I know it helps myself out and our staff to look at what we did well and where we need to get better. But that is an interesting fact that it was a road win and a first overtime win since 2006. We'll take it.
Absolutely. And Adams with a 100-yard rushing effort, and it was a fantastic. Carried the team.
Yeah, it's really cool.
On the ground.
Jordan Adams didn't even play football last year. Jordan Adams is a great track athlete that came out. He hadn't played since his sophomore year. And his sophomore year was not playing running back. In fact, he was playing offensive line, and now he's a running back and had over 100 yards rushing. What a great story.
Absolutely. All right, Coach, it'll be homecoming around the Northcutt area, so you want to make sure you arrive early. There will be a parade. They'll close the streets around the square area and on Polk Street and Wynn Street. They'll close those streets around 5 o'clock, so you want to be in place a little bit before 5 o'clock before Marietta PD shuts down the streets. And of course, once the parade is over, the streets will open back up, and if you don't necessarily want to see the parade or see the parade from the square, you can make your way to the Marietta Middle School or Westside Elementary, and you can park. There will be food trucks parked along Wynn Street, so you'll have that atmosphere. It'll be a fun atmosphere, family atmosphere for everybody to come back to Blue Devil Land, for sure.
Doesn't get any better than this. I told our guys this, homecoming is such a special time in our community and for our school. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And we're excited about homecoming, playing a great opponent for a big region game. Life is good, Ted.
Life is good.
And we're excited, and we're so thankful to be able to represent our school on Friday, and I think the best community in the state of Georgia.
Absolutely. Well, we're thankful you're here for us, Coach. That's for sure. Thanks. All right. We'll look forward to seeing you on Friday night at Northcutt Stadium. We'll be back next week, and we'll take a look at the North Cobb game as well as preview the following week. The team will be on a bye, and then they'll be at Cherokee. We'd like to thank the faculty and students of BlueDevilNews.com for their fantastic work at home and away. For those you see and those you don't, thank you so much for watching. On behalf of everyone at Marietta High School, Coach Cameron Duke, I'm Ted Mayer. We'll see you next time, and as always, go Big Blue.